everyone. I hope you're all okay today, and I hope if you're not feeling well, like my dear friend Holly, you feel better very soon. Mwah. Big kiss to you, Holly. I've got my beautiful Beatrix with me today to do my Sunday discussion, and I put on my page on Facebook for suggestions, and someone has asked me about things from my childhood, which I thought would be a lovely thing to talk about. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to change little Beatrix into this grey sleeper that's got the Aristocat on there, asleep, rubbing her eyes, a little pink bow, and there's like little grey hearts on here, and it says "Sweet Dreams, Little One" on the front in grey and pink. It's really pretty. It's got paw prints at the bottom and little pink bows on the feet, and and it's got like grey edging with pink on, which I think is really nice. I'm going to change her into that and have a chat. Yeah, and I was asked about, did I go to Sunday school or church when I was a child? Well, no, we didn't. We didn't do anything like that. The only time, come on, sweetheart. Oh, she says, "Mummy, don't wake me up." Oh, she's so adorable. The only time we went to church were christenings and funerals, basically. And children didn't go to funerals anyway, so, you know, I very rarely, and weddings, of course, I very rarely went to church as a child. So no, and we didn't go to Sunday school either. Did I have any hobbies as a child? Well, come on, sweetheart, up you come. No, I didn't really have any hobbies because I had a younger brother and sister, and we were all quite close together in age, and I used to look after my brother and sister for my mother, and what she used to do was give us things to kind of do. We didn't really have dolls and things like that, but she would kind of let us play in the backyard. We had a big yard at the back, a big garden, a very big garden, and we used to play in that, and we used to use our own imagination, you know, to make up games and do things. So I didn't really have any hobbies. I didn't have any time for them, not when you're looking after two other people. You know, I was totally responsible for them, so I had to keep an eye on them. Come on, Beatrix. Come on, baby. Oh, come on, sweetheart. Oh, she said, "I'm going to stretch, Mummy." Come on, darling. Yeah, I was totally responsible for them. So, and when you've got like a little boy who was very accident prone when he was little, he was always doing something, you know, getting up to something. I had to keep an eye on him. We had a swing that my dad had made. There we go, sweetheart. We had a swing in the back garden. We used to play on that a lot. And like I say, we used our own imagination and made camps and did things, and, you know, old sheets and things like that during the summer. But in the winter months, which was something else I was also asked about, my mum had this thing that she didn't like us in the house when we were on holiday from school or anything. You know, she liked to keep the house tidy. She was very house proud, and so she used to lock the back door, and we used to have to, you know, kind of amuse ourselves. But in the winter months, when it was cold, my dad had a big shed that he used to store all his paint and work brushes, because he had his own business. There we go, darling. Let's get your arm through. He had his own business. He used to paint houses inside and out, you know. He was an interior and exterior decorator. and he had a big shed that was well insulated, and it had all sorts in there, you know, all his stuff for work. So I had to be very careful of what the others were doing in there. But we used to be in that shed. I think I need some socks for you, baby, don't I? Do I need some socks? I'll just pause you for a minute and get her some socks. Yeah, sorry about that. I just wanted to get her some little cosy socks to put inside her sleeper, just to keep her feet warm. Can't remember where I was now. Yeah, we used to actually play in the shed, and my father used to leave us wallpaper books. You know, the wallpaper books that they have like samples, so that you can have a look and see what you fancy. Well, he used to leave some of those in there for us, and some cardboard, and we used to have pencils and everything. And I used to get the children, you know, my brother and sister, cutting out shapes, and we had some glue, and we used to do all sorts of things like that, making up things. And my father actually bought me a blackboard. I've got my cup of tea with me because it's early in the morning. It's cranberry tea. It's lovely. Yeah, my father bought me a blackboard and chalk, and so we used to have little lessons, and I used to teach them. Used to pretend to teach them things. Funny, really, but yeah, we used to do all things like that, you know. Where's that popper? Let's see if I can find it. We used to do things like that, and I used to teach them things like the water cycle and the alphabet and things like that, you know. So we used to play that kind of thing, and we used to cut out the shapes of dolls and make clothes out of the wallpaper samples, and generally keep occupied. And then when we needed to go indoors for lunch or whatever, our mother would call us in and let us in, or if we needed to use the bathroom, obviously. So yeah, my mum didn't like us or any children in the house, really. You know, during the day she used to like to keep it really neat and tidy. I'm sure there must be another. That must go across somehow. I'm missing something. I'm hopeless with these, aren't I? So yeah, she used to keep it all kind of closed up, so nobody was making a mess. So she didn't kind of like us in there, and she didn't like other children in, you know, us playing with other children in case we caught anything from them. So she, you know, we didn't have other children kind of playing. Here we go, darling. Mwah. So we kind of led quite a little solitary life, really. Mwah. There she is. I'm sure that's not right at the top there. There must be another popper there somewhere. It doesn't look right to me. Unless I've missed one down the bottom. Let me have a look. I'll just pop it under her chin for the minute and I'll sort it out. It looks as if it should have another popper, shouldn't it? But yeah, so in the winter we used to spend all our time kind of doing things like that in the shed kind of thing. But it was warm in there. We weren't cold, and we had coats and everything, so it wasn't as if we were cold or anything. We had our own games that we did and everything. So yeah, Mum didn't like us having other children in, because I think she used to be worried that we'd catch things off them or anything. So she was a bit funny about things like that. So we didn't kind of play with other children or anything. We were quite solitary, but I mean, we were happy enough. I used to enjoy teaching the others and inventing games for us to play. So, you know, that was really good. I used to love it. I'm going to pop her a little pink bonnet on today. So yeah, we did kind of things like that to keep ourselves amused. And in the summer, of course, we could do all sorts of things out there, so we were quite happy. And my favourite sweets growing up, well, my favourite sweet was always toffee. That's why my teeth are so bad, or were so bad. Oh, Beatrix, that looks gorgeous, baby. I do love her in bonnets. There we go, sweetheart. Oh, she's so sweet. It was always toffee, because my gran used to buy us all a tin of toffee at Christmas with a pretty picture on it. And, excuse me, frog in the throat. So I used to like those bars of banana toffee and those kind of things. And I loved aniseed balls. I really loved aniseed balls and gobstoppers. They were really good. And sherbet dabs. I used to like sherbet dabs. We used to get those. There we go, Beatrix. You look gorgeous in that, baby. She looks so gorgeous. Yes, you do. Oh, she's so distracting. Yes, she is. She's a sweet girl, isn't she? And I also used to read a lot when I was a child. So I suppose that was my hobby. When I had the time when I was on my own, I used to do that. And on a Sunday, my dad always used to go out for a drink with his friends, because he was captain of a darts team. He used to play darts, and he used to bring us back a wagon wheel and a bottle of lemonade. So we used to look forward to that. I used to love wagon wheels. Does anybody remember them? We actually got some a while ago. We saw them in the shops, and I couldn't believe how sweet they were. Terribly sweet. But yeah, we used to love those. Those were a Sunday treat, you know. That's really good. So that was kind of me growing up, you know. I was responsible for my brother and sister and used to look after them. And I got very creative with things we could do and everything. So it was good, you know. I used my imagination and we were always kind of happy. And, you know, it was good. I enjoyed it. You know, I had a good childhood like that. So, yeah. So that was a lovely subject. Thank you so much for bringing that up so that I could talk about it. And I hope I've made sense. It's before lunch, so I'm a bit dozy still. After going out to see Gorgeous George again yesterday. Oh, I love that boy. And the film was absolutely packed again. They should have kept it on screen one, I think. Anyway, I bought some of this silicone velvet care liquid. I saw this on Jean's Stoles. It's the same people, Suzanne'sBabies, who make the silicone velvet. And it's literally a little, like a dab stick. And you put it on very thinly onto the dummy. And it helps the dummy to go in really easily. And it doesn't take the paint off of the baby's mouth. So we're going to give that a try. So I've put a bit on. Put it there so I don't lose it, because it's only little. Get it the right way up. Let's see how easy it is to go in. Oh, look at that. Straight in. She said, I don't want it, Mum. There we go. She said, I'm going to prove you wrong, Mummy, and I'm not going to take it in. There it is. So, yeah, it really works. It's very smooth, you know. It goes in the mouth really easy, doesn't it? There we go. Yeah, great thing. It's pulling it down because it's on the end of this bunny, but it's gone in really well. So there she is. So yeah, that's really good stuff. Silicone care liquid, silicone velvet care liquid. So thanks for bringing that to our attention, Jean. That's great. And I hope you've enjoyed watching me change Gorgeous Beatrix today, my little darling. I'm going to wrap her all up because we've got that all night. We've had that storm Dennis rage in here and it's caused a lot of damage again. Oh dear. And we've got another one called Helen arriving. So it's just been one storm after another. But I hope you enjoyed seeing this beautiful girl who's just got my heart. And we'll see you again soon. Mwah. Love you, ladies and gentlemen.